Hi folks, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to the Addicted Bookworm. Alright, so I'm doing a video once again talking about overconsumption, but in a quite a different way than I have normally have done it. I'm talking about how I've decided to stop over-consuming on getting a new device, unless I need to. So, for people that don't know, I have a Kindle Basic. This is the cheapest. This is the entry-level Kindle. This is in the beautiful matcha green color. I got this device only because my Kindle Paperwhite was acting up. It would not download the books I borrowed from the library. So, sorry. When a device no longer works as it is supposed to, or I have to constantly restart it, I need to get a new device. Now, one of the weird things about these devices is that it has become the thing that people spend way more money than they ever thought they would. So when I went to Best Buy to pick this up, as I said, it was $99. It was a $10 off. I decided just to buy the sleep cover, which was about $25. And the reason I got it was that I wanted to protect the device when, I put it in my backpack, or maybe, if I accidentally dropped it, because you never know. You never know what's in your way that might cause you to fall. So I wanted a way to protect my Kindle, because even though this is a cheap Kindle, I still want to keep it in some kind of unbroken thing. So that's what I did. And I did not get stickers on it. I did not put stickers on it. I did not do the little whatchamacallit down below. This is as bare basic as possible. And the thing about Kindles is that they have become a huge way to overconsume. My brother complains all the time about people buy. Oh, they see a new thing that's shiny, they must have it. Even though they have a perfectly good item they own now. It's like, oh, I need to trade that in and get the newest iPad, or do not even ask my brother what he personally thinks of Apple products, because he will do a 3-hour debate on why he can't stand Apple products. The new Kindle Colorsoft Scribe came out, and people were like, "Oh, I got to spend the $600 for it." And I'm like, even when I had a job where I got paid, every bi-weekly, I never wanted the Kindle Scribe. Never. I know last month, Barnes & Noble brought out a smaller reading tablet. I didn't buy it. I didn't need it. I already have a reading tablet that works just fine. But of course, immediately people are like, "Oh, I have to own it. I have to have that new Nook." I've got a Nook Glow Life 4. I have a Nook Glow Life 4 Plus, and I have a reading tablet. And I don't need any more Nooks. I don't. I have a 11th gen Kindle Paperwhite. It still works. I have a Kindle Colorsoft. I got the Colorsoft to replace the 11th gen Paperwhite, because it was like almost 2 years old, probably 2 years old. So the thing about it is, Kindles have become this device that people spend so much money on. So one of the things I love about my Kindle Colorsoft is that you can see the covers of whatever book you're reading on here. Let's see one minute. As I was charging up my my Kindle here. So yeah, these are, it's in color. And I like that. I like the idea of annotating in color. Now, if my Paperwhite was 100% working, meaning that I could see my book covers, I could download them to read them offline, would I be using my Colorsoft? No, I would not. So what did I do? I got rid of the buddy on top here, and I also got rid of the little charm on here. I decided to boil this down to it being as simplistic as possible. I have some stickers in the back. I got rid of the paperback, and now I'm just showing off the black of the case. I was going to get a sleep cover for my my Colorsoft. However, I decided, no, I really don't need it, and I'm just going to keep this. Now, when it starts yellowing, which they do have a bad habit of doing that, then I will most likely either figure out a way to get rid of it or get another case, because I'm sorry, I don't like my cases all yellow. It's just, ew. It just feels like there's like bacteria growing in there or something. So I use this when I am charging this device up, or I use this when I am going out and it's raining out and I don't want, I don't want water to come in. So I also do that to ensure that water doesn't get onto my uniform as well. But I do like the Colorsoft because it is waterproof. Now I have these little stickers down here. These are stickers I have owned for probably about maybe 2.5 years. These were actually left behind by another employee, and I just grabbed them, and my manager was like, yeah, you can have them because I don't like Hello Kitty. So they're on here. I already have them, so no, I don't have any issues. What I do have issues with is people taking a device like this that's supposed to be a cheap alternative way to read more books and turning it into something else. I don't have a lot of money to spend on stuff. I have to pay a rent. I have to pay my utility bill, which is far more important than little, doodads and trinkets for my Kindle. I have to be mindful of my money. I have to be like, okay, I need to be more mindful of my money, what I'm spending my money on, things like that. So that's what I have to do. And yes, I would love to get the black sleep case for my Kindle, but I decided no. Another thing that I also have noticed, and when you get one and then you realize a couple months later that all it is overhyped, you feel like, oh no. I'm talking about my Kobo. Now, I normally do a Kobo review at the end of the month, talking about how great the Kobo is. I am going to say this was a lot better. This device is so much better than the Kobo. Yes, it is not. Yes, I know it's not waterproof, but I have gone through books faster on this device than I ever did with the Kobo. So I'm not ashamed to say that I love the Kindle better than the Kobo, or more than the Kobo. Am I going to get rid of my Kobo? No. I'm not going to get rid of my Kobo because I did spend money on it and everything. But when we talk about Kindles, they are probably the most popular reading device, and they have the tech to back it. If I will say this, if the tech was not even remotely good, Amazon would have not sold a single unit of their Kindles. But I do like it. I like the fact is that you can borrow books from the library. Yes, not the same way as you would, um, on a Kobo, but you can still borrow books from the library, and that is the most important aspect of the device, is being able to borrow books from the library. Unlike my Paperwhite, I can download books. I can download books off Kindle Unlimited. I can download books off of the library. It all appears on here. So yeah, I mean, I stripped my case down to the bare basics because I'm really getting tired of trying to compete with other people. I am one person. I have an extremely minimum wage job. I, I do love my job. I do love going to work, unless it's Whopper Wednesday. Though I'm pretty sure, I know for a fact, a lot of people at my job feel the same way. But the thing about it is, like, this case here for my Nook. I bought this case way before I actually had the Glow Life 4. So I wasn't spending anything extra, on the device, on this device. It was just, I spent $139 for the device. That was it. All this stuff I already had. So yeah, I've stopped doing the things that I thought made me happy. It actually made me feel worse. Anyways, that is my video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.